media services in the midst of information and broadcasting services, Mr. J. Gandari, as well as the Nyanga District Information Officer, Ms. E. Chasara, here present. I would also like to welcome Mr. Mchada Kuyenda from Parliament of Zimbabwe, as well as Ms. Munikwa from the Budget Office. And I also want to recognize our esteemed members of the fourth estate and the Audit Office Management. It is an honor for me to host this media engagement workshop for the next 1.5 days. On behalf of Audit Office and on my own behalf, allow me to start by extending my profound gratitude to you all. I know you have taken a lot, you have been away, you have been here away from your very busy schedules to attend this workshop. I do not take this for granted, and I'm truly grateful for this. To members of the fourth estate, allow me to say thank you. I am equally delighted to also have two critical stakeholders in this engagement, namely the Parliament of Zimbabwe and the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting Services. For a long time now, my office has been receiving and continues to receive considerable coverage by the media. The publicity has aided the nation to appreciate my office's mandate and contribution to national development. You have helped my office reach out to millions of people, some of them in most remote parts of the country. That is just how relevant and complementary you are to my work. The role of my office, as you know it, is to promote public sector transparency and accountability, which I achieve through auditing and reporting to Parliament on all central government entities, state enterprises, parastatals, and local authorities. These entities prepare and transmit for my audit their financial statements. The government of Zimbabwe, through the Transitional Stabilization Program of 2018 to 2019, and now the National Development Strategy, is building a robust base for economic growth for the period 2020 to 2030. My office will complement this role by giving sound recommendations through my audit. My office, through its audit, will also offer practical recommendations to the various strategic areas of NDS1 so as to help improve the quality of public financial management, which in turn enhances public accountability and transparency. This will also ensure quality service delivery, as the national objectives will be achieved with minimum loss of resources. It is therefore imperative for the media to understand my office's role from a national development perspective. One of the key fundamental principles informing the existence of this Supreme Audit Institution, this is the other name for the Office of Auditor General. It is to make a difference in the lives of citizens. If audit recommendations are implemented, the positive difference that is expected in citizens' lives will be realized. While we unravel some inadequacies, excesses, and lack of compliance in our audit, we would also like to see the positive that is being done by government functions being amplified in the media. Audit reports, by their nature, point out anomalies in an organization which mainly impinge on financial resources. In other words, our reporting is by exception. However, that does not mean that there are no positive developments and successes in that entity that it has been audited. The media is urged to report the success stories as well, so as to get a balanced view of the overall performance of an entity. The audit report only gives half the story of an organization. The other half can be obtained from the organization or ministry itself. Therefore, assessing the overall performance of a public entity using the findings of the Auditor General's report alone would be myopic and incomplete. It is my hope that we are going to have a fruitful engagement where you will understand who we are and what we do, whilst we also appreciate you and your role. Both institutions are key to national development in the sense that we are all concerned with promoting transparency and accountability and overall development of our country. I therefore have no doubt that this engagement will build long-lasting synergies which will bear more fruit going forward. There have been requests from some stakeholders for audit reports written in vernacular language. My office has plans of introducing vernacular summaries of the report. We intend to start with the Bele and Shona versions and hope to increase the dialect with time. Over and above that, we are also planning on introducing a summarized graphic report which is easy to comprehend by the ordinary citizen, and we know you will help us publicize this. My work is not complete if my reports are not tabled in Parliament. Therefore, allow me to extend my gratitude to Parliament who are here represented and are in this room, and I also want to appreciate the Honourable Minister of Finance who tabled my report in Parliament. The House of Assembly ensures that the accountability, this House ensures that the accountability triangle is complete. That is the House of Assembly and that is Parliament. In fact, the Accounts Committee a second time to interrogate my report with the aim of promoting transparency and accountability. To the Ministry of Information, I am grateful for the publicity my work has received in the media. It is a critical stakeholder and we always engage them. I may not be able to mention each and every one of you by name, but I am sure that by the end of this workshop, I will be able to put the faces to some of the stories I have come across in the media. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me again to say thank you for coming to this workshop. Let's all participate and enjoy the deliberation. I thank you.